first competition as Cornwall got rained out last night. The Super Dirt Car Series is underway for 2013, and Danny Johnson takes the initial green. Into turn one they go. Phelps up along the outside groove, and they'll drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Jimmy Phelps will lead them off the 4th turn to lap number 1 in the 99. J&B Installations machine for Jimmy Phelps. Danny Johnson into 2nd. 3rd is Matt Shepard. Then the battle for 4th is Pete McNeil and Matt Williamson. Trouble on the back straightaway as Eric Rudolph got sideways. Everybody got slowed up. I don't think there's much damage from post-spinning contact. We'll see if there's any damage on the inside, but the official leader is the 99J of Jimmy Phelps on the outside. He chose the outside lane. Here we go. Jimmy Phelps gets a good jump on the Dr. Danny Johnson, and they streak off into 1 again. This time, Phelps right up along the cushion in the 99J. Everybody makes it down the back stretch without issue. 38 of Scott Wood way up over the berm. Not sure if he might have a tire issue. No, looks like he's got it straightened out. And the 38 fades a long way back. Out of the 4th turn, Jimmy Phelps still with the lead in the 99J. Streaks away to a big margin here ahead of Danny Johnson, who's got Matt Shepard right out to his outside corner. Bowman on the move in the 71 as he's left Matt Williamson back. Up to 4th is Bowman, working the outside cushion to his advantage and making up gain on the inside exit of 2. Bowman up to the outside here on Matt Shepard. Shepard puts the move on Bowman, gets right up in his grill as they come out of turn 4. Bowman again with the drive, trying to catch Shepard. Meanwhile up front, Jimmy Phelps continues to lead here in the J&B Installations 99J. Danny Johnson holding on to 2nd. Shepard 3rd with Bowman to 4th. Williamson 5th in the number 6. Then Chris Steele, Brett Hurd, Pete McNeil, Todd Gordon, and Paul Hayback in the 21A. Best battle out there right now is Bowman and Shepard trying to grab some bite out of 2. Williamson looking for a line underneath the 71. Behind them, Chris Steele, Pete McNeil, and Brett Hearn having a spirited run here. Williamson trying to go low on Bowman as they come off of 2. Bowman up over the cushion with 71. Gotta wonder if there's problems. Yeah, trouble on the Bowman Ryko 71. Gotta wonder what might be wrong with that. Flat right rear possibly on the Ryko 71. Got up over the berm and just kind of faded, and continued to fade. 22 of Jeremy Wilder, and the rest of the pack gonna have to fade in there as we get set to go green again. Once again, Phelps on the loud one, but Danny Johnson hanging right with him. Johnson the low side looking for bite. He'll get it here on the bottom side of 2. Danny Johnson cannot hold back the 99J of Jimmy Phelps. Phelps up to the cushion in 1. Johnson down low on the bottom in the 7 car. Phelps with the lead spot here out front of the Johnson 7Z. Matt Shepard working the cushion on the outside. Brett Hearn trying to find some bite there as he fades back, stuck in the middle. Todd Gordon gets around him, as does Chris Steele. And Hearn finding struggling ways. Bicknell with heavy contact here on the A-back 21A. Out of turn 2. That looked like it might have been a heavy hit to the Lucas Oil 42 of Bicknell. Not sure if he'll have damage after that heavy contact. Now Brackman and Bicknell banging on each other into turn 1. Brackman down low, and he'll take that spot away from Pete McNeil. Runs over Bicknell. and they bang Bicknell into the back of Brackman. (42-3) with a spirit battle. Matt Shepard has come up to the front, gets around Danny Johnson, and now working on challenging Phelps for the lead. Matt Shepard to the outside, trying to go in the motor route. Phelps, they bang into turn one. What a race going on here. Now Danny Johnson back in the mix. Brackman off the moat in turn one. Now we'll bring out the yellow. Chad Brackman having a spirited battle with Pete Bicknell. They were banging wheels and doors pretty good. Matt Shepard is your leader. See what Jimmy Phelps can do. Can he get the lead back here on the 9 of Matt Shepard? Green flag comes out and we're on it again. Into turn one they go. Now Hayback up on the side of Hearn. Hearn with trouble as he gets over the cushion in two. Hearn trying to battle on the outside. 3 wide out of turn 4 goes Brett Hearn around Danny O'Brien and Billy Dunn. Hearn dropped 4 spots there after contact with Hayback. Shepard puts another one up on the counter with the 99 of Jimmy Phelps running in second. Matt Williamson trying to come up into third in the number 6. Matt Williamson in 6th around the Dr. Danny Johnson. Trying to catch the 99J of Jimmy Phelps. Todd Gordon working the outside to perfection. Spirited battles 3 wide as they come off 4. Everybody trying to find some racing room in the middle of the pack. Very tight quarters. Action through 1 and 2 as the back of the pack comes through. Shepard takes us to lap 34. 65 laps coming next time they cross the stripe. Shepard off of 4. Comes down and grabs the lap 35 green. 65 to go as Phelps tries to chase him down. Matty Wilson. Oh, trouble for Hayback. Bicknell drills him in 1 and 2. Back in the joint. Green flag out and we're on it again. Matt Shepard in the 9 car. Blows right up to the top side. Phelps gets underneath and they bang doors out of 2. Phelps saw the opportunity and tried to take advantage of it. Now look at Williamson slides up high. Steeler and Gordon both jump into the hole. In the middle and on the bottom. Steeler trying to come through the black. Gordon gets the run down out of 2. There, Rudolph heads pits in the 25 car. Billy Dunn will trouble up on the top side cushion. Battle for 5th is still raging on as Chris Steele trying to take it away from Todd Gordon. Timmy McCready slips down underneath all of them. Look at the move by Tim McCready. Gets up underneath. Hearn takes Steeler and Gordon all in one turn. What a move by Tim McCready on lap 45. McCready's found something here on the inside of turn 4. And man, that 7 car of Kerwin's is on the fly tonight. Tim McCready started deep in the pack up to 5th place. All kinds of action from 12th on back. Top 10 pretty much single file. Hearn trying to get underneath Chris Steele. Can't get low enough on him just yet. Matt Shepard with a big lead out front to lap 48 in the number 9. Danny Johnson second. Jimmy Phelps, Matt Williamson, and the 7 of Tim McCready are the top 5. Merrittville working their way to another one shy of the 50 lap halfway mark. Shepard will put the 5-0 up on the board as he comes off a 4 this time. Down the front straightaway. Lap 50 complete. Matt Shepard leads the halfway point. Danny Johnson runs in second. Jimmy Phelps third. Matt Williamson fourth. Fifth is Tim McCready. Still bringing around Johnson, trying to catch these guys that he gave up a lot of ground to. Mike Bowman brings the 71 car into the pits with issues as he drives off the backside of turn 3. Leader up front, Shepard now into the lap traffic. The 21A of Hall, Hayback. Hayback right in front of Matt Shepard. Shepard got to find his way around as Hayback blasts up to the top. Shepard will take it through the middle. Hayback coming down and hits the leader, drives right over him. Still hung together in turn 2. Shepard not going to like that. Shepard going to try and pick away around the 21A of Hayback. Shepard again, the same spot he was last lap. Thinks better of it. Lifts a little bit. Doesn't know he's actually got a lot of margin behind him to take his time here with the 21A. Of Hayback. Shepard now gets around the 21. Sets his sights on the 4, and Arbuthnot right in front of him. Ryan Arbuthnot trying to keep the handle straight in front of the leader. Shepard to the high side in turn 2. Danny Johnson and Jimmy Phelps don't seem to have much for him in the middle stages of this one, but they have something for each other. Johnson up to second here. Phelps trying to come back around the outside of the 99J. Phelps trying to find any way he can under Danny Johnson. Shepard way up the banking in turn 4. Shepard again up on the cushion. Danny Johnson and Phelps running the bottom. Brett Hearn around Tim McCready for 5th. Wow, a caution would really do a lot for these top 5 guys who are a long way back. Shepard up over the berm in 1 again. Shepard on the back end of Albertine and Shane Pierce. Second and third still a fair way back. Johnson now working the inside. No lap cars in his way. He gets underneath the Hayback 21, and Danny Johnson now finds himself closing in on striking distance on the back end of the Sheppard 9S. 60 on the board with 40 to go. Shepard up to the high side at 2. Johnson again down on the wall. Danny Johnson working the inside, so does Shepard out of 4. Pierce off the moat down the front straightaway, and Shepard gets underneath him. Shepard hung there between Flanagan and the Kerry Tarrant 66. That's going to put 3 lap cars between himself and the second place Danny Johnson. Johnson stuck back there behind the 3 of them, looking for a way under Flanagan, Terrence, and Pierce. The doctor trying to knock him out of the way, trying to find any way to get up to touch with Shepard. Now Johnson gets the opening drive and eats, but Flanagan on the inside. Now Johnson through. Back to only air between himself and Matt Shepard. Terrence still there on the outside, but not in the lane that Shepard needs to run. Shepard up through the black as he bangs wheels with Chad Brackman. Brackman chasing Shepard out of 4. Shepard just rockets around the outside lane. Shepard has to get on the brakes. That gives another shot here to Danny Johnson to make up some distance. As Krull and Chrysler, Sheppard up over the berm. Danny Johnson closing in. Sheppard right through the middle again in 1 and 2, sandwiched in between Chrysler and Robbie Krull. Danny Johnson is coming. Here comes the doctor. Scalpel in hand, ready to cut him open. Sheppard on the inside this time, slips down in the line that the doctor has been using. Danny Johnson. Now back to 2 car lengths between himself and Matt Sheppard. Sheppard running the outside, Johnson down low. Big run out of 4 for Sheppard. Johnson trying to mimic it. Now Johnson up to the high side. Danny Johnson looking for some bite. Not finding it on the top side. They'll get a run down the back straightaway. Lots of bite there on the outside groove. Brackman coming underneath Danny Johnson, and they touch a little bit. That doesn't help the second place car. Danny Johnson needs to clear the Chrysler 21K. If he's going to take a run here, Matt Sheppard. Sheppard straight off the bottom with Danny Johnson now 8 car lengths to 10 back. Sheppard through the middle, Danny Johnson on the bottom. 2 distinctly different lines. Sheppard pinned down by the lap car of Jeremy Wilder. Johnson in his tracks down on the bottom of 4. 29 laps still to go. Johnson pushes up high. Sorry, Sheppard pushes up high. Johnson keeps it pinned on the bottom. But Danny Johnson see they're 3 wide with lap cars in front of Matt Sheppard. 1 car in each group. He's got to get there right now if he's going to take a shot at the 9. Danny Johnson needs to get there. As Sheppard pinned in behind the lap cars. O'Brien and Bleach tight together, and Danny Johnson can feel his opportunity starting to develop here as Sheppard can't find a way around any of them. Sheppard pinned in the middle. Johnson trying to get bite on the inside. Sheppard squeezing between Bleach and O'Brien. Johnson needs to not waste any time. It'll be 75 on the board and 25 to go for Matt Sheppard. Sheppard gets the hiccup on the berm. Again to 3 car lengths back between himself and Danny Johnson. Jimmy Phelps running in 3rd. Matt Williamson solidly in the 4th position, but Brett Hearn on him. 2 car lengths, 2 cars actually between Sheppard and Johnson. Matt Sheppard able to stretch out his lead again. Danny Johnson were unable to capitalize when it counted in traffic. 24 to go here for Matt Sheppard, 23 as they cross the line. Hearn working on Williamson for 4th. Williamson down on the inside, Hearn up on the top. Sheppard once again to the cushion. Now, no cars between himself and Danny Johnson. As Johnson has cleared Scott Wood, Danny O'Brien, and Bill Bleach as well. Sheppard again up to the high side. Danny down low out of 4. Sheppard up to the cushion once more over 2. Johnson on the bottom. Continuing to stick with their individual game plan. Sheppard comes back around to Jeff Sykes for Jay. Still dancing with that cushion too. That's quickly fading away. 20 to go for leader Matt Sheppard. Sheppard up to the cushion again. Trouble up here for David Hebert right in front of the leader. Sheppard finding his way on the back end of the brand easy 06. Right through the middle. On Brandon Easy and Mario Claire. Easy coming back on the bottom, trying to keep Sheppard from putting him a lap down. Sheppard again into 1. Danny Johnson now 3 lap cars between himself and the leader with 17 17 to go. Danny Johnson needs a yellow badly. Hasn't been one for about 50 laps. Danny Johnson writing to the caution lord saying, please give me one. Johnson on the back end here, Brennan easy with 16 to go. 15 as Sheppard puts another one on the counter. Battle for fourth still has Matt Williamson in the spot ahead of Brett Hearn. Matt Sheppard with only one lap car between himself and Danny Johnson. Working on putting another one there. Chris Steele. Sheppard has been on rails since about lap 20. Has not looked back at all. Danny Johnson has not been able to put the heat on Sheppard like he would like to. Sheppard with another lap car between himself and Danny Johnson. Sheppard works around Todd Gordon and the 17C of Chris Steele. Todd Gordon trying to hitch his wagon to the 9 of Sheppard. Sheppard though, quick around the 2 and will pull away around the outside of Shane Pierce. Leader coming for 10 to go. 10 to go here from Matt Sheppard. Lap 90 on the counter for the number 9 driver, Matt Sheppard. Danny Johnson runs second in the 7. Third place is still Jimmy Phelps. Fourth is Matt Williamson from Brett Hearn. Looking underneath him as they get on the back straightaway. Sheppard into 1 again with 9 to go. Johnson, 5 lap cars between the leader and himself. Sheppard seems to own this Merrittville track, man. When he is on, nobody can touch him. Brett Hearn picked up 3 of these races the last 3 years in a row for the 358 tour here at Merrittville. Tonight, looks like it's going to be Matt Sheppard, unless Danny Johnson can really pull it up right here. Running out of time though, Sheppard puts Arbuthnot, Terrence behind, and stacks a couple more between himself and second place Danny Johnson. Johnson trying to fight out of that box. Still mired back between 4 of them. The battle for 4th. Williamson and Hearn still running those 2 positions. Danny O'Brien and Tim McCready are near that top end. Gotta think Timmy Mack is probably around 6th place right now. O'Brien a lap car. Sheppard on the back straightaway again. Next time around it'll be 3 to go for the FX Carrera 9S of Matt Sheppard with 97 on the board. 3 laps to go. Sheppard with 3 remaining. Coming forward, 2 to go. This time they cross the line. 98 on the counter. Matt Sheppard, 2 laps to go. Sheppard got still 3 cars between himself and Danny Johnson. Add that to the full straightaway advantage he still maintains. White flag in the air for Matt Sheppard. Sheppard coming around for the last time. Slows up behind a couple of lap cars, does not want to get in the jingle. They call him Super Matt for a reason, and he was super dynamite tonight. Matt Sheppard wins the Super Dirt Car Series 100 lap 358 modified event here at Savit Financial Strategies night. He'll bring that 9S Bicknell car over to victory lane, and we'll get a word with him momentarily.
You bring the pieces of financial planning together. If you want to, you can call Paul at 905-714-4134. So a big thanks to Savit Financial Strategies this evening.
How about at Merrittville Speedway? Big round of applause for a 100-lap feature win tonight, Matt Shepard. Great drive tonight, Matt. I mean, you and Danny had one heck of a seesaw battle. Of course, we get to watch it. You don't. Every time you would get 3-lap cars, he would get them too. Then you'd get a few more, and he'd get them. At the end, you had about 3-lap cars between you. Danny was there all race, just was about that much not good enough. Talk about your run tonight.
I'll tell you what, I love coming to this place. This has got to be one of my most favorite places to, or tracks to race at. This car was great. The track was great. It was racy. You know, we found that top early, and we were able to get around Danny and Jimmy, and I think that was the difference. After that, I just wanted to keep the car smooth, keep it rolling, and, you know, try and get through the lap traffic and hold on until the end. We were able to do it.
Normally when we stand here in Victory Lane, you can see the curb start in turn 1. You guys did a good job of really kind of blowing it off. How hard is it for you mentally to make sure you hit that with all the lap cars in your way? Still got to go hard into one to make sure you don't blow it off the end.
Oh, it's tough. I mean, the toughest part about a long race like this is this track's so racy, it's hard to tell when the top's good or the top's going away and the bottom gets good, or the middle, or vice versa. And you just really got to stay on top of it. I think the lap cars helped a little bit because I could kind of gauge, you know, myself off of them where I would gain the most to see where the track was changing and you know, how it was getting better or worse. That really helped.
Congratulations, Matt. You're going to start off the tour as the point leader. How about a folks? Matt Shepard, our winner tonight. We'll get over here and have a word with Danny Johnson and Jimmy Phelps. Jimmy out of the car first, 3rd place. Jimmy, you started the race very good. You looked like you had something there for them. In the end, you hung around in 3rd. Probably not as racy as you want to be, but still a good start to the tour.
Yeah, you know, we had a decent car. You know, would have liked to have been better at the end. These two seemed like they got better as the race went on, and, you know, we weren't bad, but we needed to pick it up a little.
Where was the track giving you the most fits? I know this turn 4 was tough for many years for a lot of you guys, but it looks like you got it handled pretty good now.
Well, as the pace slowed down, I really didn't have enough gear to run the bottom, and kind of had to survive by the top. And, you know, once we got into lap traffic, it made it tough to navigate.
All right, thanks, Jimmy Phelps, 3rd place tonight. How about a hand for Jimmy, folks? We'll get over here and talk to Danny Johnson. Danny finishing 2nd tonight. Great run with Matt Shepard through traffic. How about a hand for Danny Johnson, folks? 2nd place tonight. Danny, you were having one heck of a battle. Seemed like every time Matt would get a couple cars, you'd steal them back, you'd get a run in them, and then he'd get a couple more. Just a seesaw run through traffic all night for you guys.
Yeah, we had a great hot ride today. I want to thank, you know, the Page Truck and then, you know, the Chrysler family and Waste Management for all their support and getting us here at the racetrack. We had a great night here. We enjoy coming here to Merrittville Speedway. We appreciate all the fans cheering us on, and, you know, it's just a fantastic night for us.
See you back when the big blocks come, Doctor.
Okay, thank you.
There you have it, 2nd place, Danny Johnson, folks. Dana, we'll turn up to you for a moment right before we get all these 45 street cars that we kick the windows out of, and we're going to let all these amateurs go at it here. Dana, up to you for a moment.